Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rare Beer Club. It's your host, the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from the road today. I'm here in the legendary Beer Shed, and for those of you who don't know about the Beer Shed, go check out A Beer a Day with TK's channel. This is the studio where he records his videos in, does a lot of amazing videos, and I'm also privileged enough to have A Beer Day with TK, the legend, on my channel. What's going on, A Beer Day with TK?
I am living the damn dream, my brother. I'm thrilled to be on your show for once because, you know, the Yeti and I have done videos for years, and I'm thrilled to see as a channel his viewership's going up, and he's starting to, you know, do that thing, man. So I'm thrilled to see it.
And you get to be the first guest on my channel. Been running this channel for over a year now, and you're going to be the first guest.
Whoa,
and your dog just ran off with the handkerchief again. So let's just let her have the handkerchief.
I don't care about that. That's just for spilled beer. She can have it, brother.
So anyways, for those of you who don't know, I get the Rare Beer Club as a gift for Christmas, and it's 2 bottles of, like 2 big bomber bottles of beer, different kind of beers. I get it every month, and it's an awesome Christmas gift. And what I do is I randomly open a box on camera, and then I pick a beer out to see what to review. Have no idea what the beers are, but it's kind of a cool, fun thing. Oh, that's something new.
I have never.
No. In all the times, all the years I've got the Rare Beer Club, I have never seen this in the Rare Beer Club. So this is surprising. Let's open this little package up.
Is that an addition too?
No, that's just some advertisement.
Okay.
So it is some sort of Beer Month Club sticker and a couple of Rare Beer Club coasters, front and back.
Pretty cool.
That's really cool. Once in a while, I've opened one of these up and had a bottle opener, which I think I gave you one.
I have one right here, actually.
You have one right there. That's awesome.
Because I think you had like a dozen of them, and you gave me one each.
Occasionally I get one of those, but I've never received this in the Rare Beer Club. So that's something cool, something new.
How many years you been doing this now?
Quite a few years, because I get it every year for Christmas. I don't pay for it, but it's my Christmas gift every year. And I've been getting it quite a while because we used to drink them all the time. And it comes with like that advertisement, and this is a couple months old, so that's the Valentine's Day.
Well, look, they also have International Wine of the Month, the Gourmet Chocolate of the Month, the Micro Brewed Beer of the Month, the Fresh Cut Flour of the Month. Hide that from our wives. The Gourmet Cheese Club, tell me more, and the Premium Cigar Club. So, I mean, there are other ones as well.
Right.
It's we do multiples of these. Imagine if you did cigar and cheese and beer, like, yeah, you'd have to be super schooling for that. That would be.
But not really, because this is only, I don't know, like $50 a month or something as a gift. Not quite sure, because it is a gift. Mm-hmm. But it also comes with some cool paperwork about the beers that we'll talk about in a minute. And you do get an email every month that tells you kind of what you're getting, and you can select whether you want it or want to sub something out. I never look at the emails. So we're opening this up blind. Take this off, and we got 2 beers here. And at first I thought this was a beer I've had before, but I don't think it is. It's from Jester King. It is, I'm going to have to look at the paperwork to see what this name is.
I really had a Jester King beer.
Gotlandsdricka.
Are they from Texas?
I can't pronounce this beer, from Austin, Texas.
Yeah, we had them before.
I thought it was the black metal beer.
They did the one before. Remember the guy's brother had passed away or something? They did the beer in honor of his brother?
They did the black metal beer before, I think. That Wayne from Bucktown Beer Review reviewed. And I thought that's what this was when I first opened it.
It was Jester King?
This is Jester King.
We actually recorded a video of this on my channel. I don't think I ever released it because we were
But not this one. Not this one. Because this looks like a zombie Viking. I mean, I'll throw a picture of that up there.
Yeah, it was black metal. That's what we did here.
We did the black metal.
Okay, maybe I'm mistaking it for different.
Look at the black metal, and I'll throw a picture up there of the black metal beer, and look at this picture. Totally different.
But
it looks,
passing glance very similar.
Passing glance looks similar. So we have that beer, and the other beer is West Sixth Brewing out of Lexington, Kentucky. I think I've been to that place before. Snakes in a Barrel. Bourbon Barrel Imperial Stout. And what was that one?
This is
We'll get this box out of here. I'm sure that's some sort of crazy beer as well.
The writing is... I'll tell you.
So
it's probably easier to look up here.
Well, according to the paperwork here, the Jester King is a farmhouse ale with smoked malt, juniper, and MYRICA space Gale.
What the hell is that?
Myrisa Gale? I don't
that
know.
missing?
Right there. I have no idea what that ingredient is.
America, is it some kind of hops that we're unaware of? I've never heard of that.
Maybe. I don't know. So, normally I pick one of these two beers at random, but since I have this amazing, infamous guest here, I'm going to let a beer David TK pick which beer we're going to review today.
Oh, it's the stout every day. It will always be the stout. America Gale is this here. It says it is a native plant in North America.
But what is it?
America Gale is a species of flowering plant in the family of Miracaceae, native to parts of Japan, North Korea, Russia, mainland Europe, British Islands, and this and that. Common names include bog myrtle, sweet willow, Dutch myrtle, and sweet gale. None of those do me any good because I don't know.
You know, I think I've heard of bog myrtle, but I have no idea what that is.
I mean, I don't know if it's like a bittering agent or like.
I'm guessing that's what it is. But you're picking the stout.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, always the stout.
So we're going to go with the... what was that you just dropped?
It's the second time I've dropped the damn the gavel. My apologies.
So we're going to go with the Snakes in a Barrel.
Yes.
I'm surprised you're choosing something called Snakes.
I am not a fan of snakes. I hate snakes. I hate, like Indiana Jones. I hate spiders more. But if you give me a nice stout or something else, it's always the stout. Even though it's a hot summer's day, the stout will always win.
So I don't want to read too much about it on the paperwork. I will post the paperwork up there somewhere. I'm always trying to figure out the best way to post the paperwork, but it seems like on YouTube, when I try to post pictures of it, it clips it, it crops it, does weird things. And since I'm doing this with you, I won't spend all the time reading the paperwork. But it does say this is an Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. You've chose poorly because it is 13% alcohol. This will be a night ender.
Listen, we did some videos with Dom's beer reviews earlier, and then we drank for a little bit afterwards, just chilling. So we're a bit fluthered. This is still the winner. This is still the beer I choose every day.
It says serving temperature is 50 to 57. We didn't put it in the refrigerator that long ago, and it is hot out here. This is probably closer
It feels nice, though. It feels like room... it feels colder than room temp.
It's going to be close to 60 degrees.
It feels good. It's not room temp, but I mean, it's not freezing cold, but it's got a chill to it. I think it's perfect for a stout. It's good.
And it says suggested glassware is snifter, tulip, or small nonic glass. So this is probably the right choice. And in general, when you're doing these blind, these are kind of the right choice glasses because you never know what you're getting. Luckily today there's no cage, cork, any craziness. Sometimes you open these up and you pull the cap off and there's a cork down below.
Yeah, we brought out multiple implements in case because you didn't know what you're going to get.
But this is out of, what did I say, Lexington, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to read a lot of this, but it does say on the back here, Snakes in a Barrel is available exclusively to the Rare Beer Club, which is cool, and the brewery's tap rooms. So if you go to the brewery, you can check out this beer. If we like this beer, go to the brewery. This is the bourbon barrel aged brother of Snake Eyes Imperial Stout.
Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, like G.I. Joe.
Hell yeah, the baddest dude ever.
Snakes in a Barrel pours jet black with just a bit of light making it through around the edges. Dark tan foam with tiny bubbles caps things, showing nice retention and lacing. Decent level of viscosity and just substantial in the glass overall. Okay. Dark chocolate, cacao powder, anise, and subtle bourbon lead in initial aromatics. That chewy, light, charred, vanilla-laden bourbon barrel character builds this as this warms up a bit. Well, it's already pretty warm. There's a dense Imperial Stout base with dark chocolate and licorice in abundance, surrounded by softer elements of vanilla and oak. So this sounds delicious. And like I said, I'll post a picture of this. I got to figure out a best way to post pictures of these.
Can you put a PDF on? I don't think you can just post it as that.
I might have to just do it on Instagram and link Instagram to it. But
I saw anise on there. I'm not a black licorice fan, but I love every other thing in this.
I do too. And it does say...
Do you like black licorice?
Yes, I do.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And it does say down here, like for pairings, dark chocolate licorice and bourbon angles have us looking at heartier food pairings like chilier pepper rub steak or a rich chocolate dessert. I like steak.
No, steak.
I know, exactly. Let's get into this.
Let's do this.
I mean, unless you want to read what's on the side here. Maybe you should read what's on the side of the
well, it's big enough I can.
It's big enough you can.
One of our first barrel-aged release traditions. Snake Eyes is a barrel. Wait, Snake Eyes in a Barrel is the sinister bourbon barrel-aged... You read this, right? Of our Snake Eyes Imperial Stout. The dark roasted Snake Eyes is sufficiently aged to accentuate the charred caramel and thick coffee hints, bringing sweet molasses notes from the barrel. Enjoy now, or let me age in a dark, cool place. That's how I feel. Let me age in a dark, cool place. This summer, I'm over you, brothers. It's 95 today.
So this crown here, this cap,
Is it just black? No, it's got something on it.
this is not fitting well.
Flip it.
This is still not fitting well. Let you open it. Try not to damage the crown.
Well, that's why I use these. The church key doesn't do it, but sometimes you gotta hold the edge so it pulls it clearly.
So this is the crown. I'll try to remember to take a picture of it. What does that remind you of?
Well, let's flip it this way. We'll get sued.
Is this the brewery that
No, this Magic Hat did this.
No, is this the brewery that sued Magic Hat?
No, Magic Hat sued them.
Is this the brewery that Magic Hat sued?
It might be.
I mean, if it is, I'll post it up in the.
If you guys remember,
video.
I think it was Magic Hat number 9, which is an
Right.
apricot beer, which I drank quite a bit. I used to quite like it. But they went after a smaller brewery because their 9 looked like the 6. And they sued them, and I thought, well, doesn't every 9 look like a 6?
Right.
Like, it's a bit absurd. And honestly, look, man, I went to law school. I like law. I like rights, property rights, and this and that. But if you go over another brewery because their 9 looks like a 6, I'm not with you, dog. It's not appropriate. You know what I mean? It's a bit absurd. Like, let your other creators, the other brewers kind of live. I mean, they're not stealing your money. They're not stealing your customers. What the hell, man?
So when I go to edit this video, whatever, I will look to see if this is the brewery. And if it is, I'll post it up. And if not, then we're just talking nonsense.
That looks damn mag. No, it's not nonsense. I mean, it still happened. It might not be this brewery.
I mean, right, it just happened.
but it
might
did
not be
happen.
this brewery.
Yeah, this looks magnificent.
It does. So this is just pitch black. I mean,
Yeah, these lights are
Motor oil black.
You can't see anything.
you cannot see anything through it with a nice, like, roasted tan head. I mean, that's like a burnt caramel kind of head.
Yeah, usually they're kind of whitish or off. Like this is.
This is burnt caramel.
This
Kind
one
of, yeah. And it wasn't a big head, and it hasn't dissipated. It just kind of sits there. As far as smell, I'm getting some chocolate, some caramel.
The roasty kind
Some
of notes,
roasty-
of course, that
roasty
you'd expect
malts.
in a beer like this.
Just a slight note of coffee.
I was hoping for that. I don't know about you. I am a very big molasses fan. I quite enjoy it. I was hoping for like a big molasses nose. I'm not sure if that's a thing,
Right.
but I don't think you pick up molasses. You pick up all that other stuff, so it's magnificent.
Absolutely. And again, we only threw it in the fridge a little bit ago. It's,
Shit. I gave it
Well,
to Anderson. I'm on your channel.
you're on my channel, so you might as well sniff it up your nose.
Give it that schneef treatment.
Exactly. So this isn't very cold. It's not like refrigerator temperature cold. It is quite warm.
But
So the scent should be popping out.
now, just a quick note: if you're drinking your stouts cold, you're missing out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember years ago going to England, and when I first went there in the '90s, they first introduced Guinness cold, and I was like, "Well, what do you mean? Like every Guinness I had in America on draft was always cold, and over there, I mean, obviously it was the cold." And I honestly, I prefer the regular. Now I will say, back then England, not super hot, so it's not like you're drinking at a 90-degree temperature. But stouts are better room temperature. You smell. The nose is better. The flavors are better. It's the way to drink.
Aren't they having a heat wave where it's going to get up in the 70s this week?
Do you know, I was there a couple years ago, and it hit in the mid-90s. Everybody panicked, and I was like, just stay in the room, keep the lights off, we'll live. You know what I mean?
Mid-90s is pretty warm. But I saw on the news they're going to have a heat wave, and they're getting to the mid-70s. Mid-70s is nothing. Once you get up in the 90s and plus, yeah, start.
Mid-70s, I'll be like this, like unbutton these, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Let the 3 chest hairs I have roll,
Right.
you know what I mean?
So let's get into the taste. Let's try this. Cheers. That's
Wow.
heavy.
What's that?
That body.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the opposite.
Really?
I thought it was lighter than I expected. Now, I'll tell you this, you get that big booziness, but I don't think the body's big.
You know what I'm saying? I think the body is heavy but thin, if that makes sense.
I would say the flavors smack you in the mouth. Like you get roasty notes, you get all kinds of nice, you get the molasses, you get all the flavor.
Absolutely.
But the body is lighter than I expected. It's not light body by any stretch of the imagination. I just expected this to be like viscous, you know what I'm saying?
I think it has the viscousness to it, but it's all up front, and then it thins out. Try it again.
It's smooth, but I don't think it's full.
Try it again. I think it's a big body in the initial mouth, and then it just thins out to nothing.
Might be right. It starts heavier and fades.
Yes.
Now, the flavors in my mouth are...
What's in your mouth?
Yes,
the flavors.
These flavors
are immaculate. I mean, it's very nice.
What's the percent? This was a big boy percent too, right?
Yes, 13.
13? You do get a little bit of booziness, but it's nowhere near a 13.
No, not at all.
Like if you drink this, you know what a Coors Light clearly. You get like a little bit of that. Like I get it back. It's like lingering in the back of your throat, your side of your cheeks kind of thing, like a little bit of a burn. But it's not like if I drink this, there's no way you think it's 13%.
No, not at all. See, I'm actually getting a little bit of like effervescence on the tongue. That's almost like an alcohol-y, evaporative thing on the tongue.
I think,
but it's not alcohol burn. It's just
it's on your lips as well. You kind of feel like it lingers.
Right.
Now the flavors are banging. You get dark roasty notes like you should. I think the molasses come through, and I am a huge molasses fan. I know you know the shoe fly pie from Pennsylvania. One of my death row meal is a shoe fly pie and some hamburger helper. That's how I roll. Right? It's my favorite thing. I think you get the molasses. I think you get those nice roasty notes. The body's pretty decent. We could argue about how it is, but it's still a solid body.
Yeah, it's a great body.
The viscosity of it, like the mouth feels magnificent. This is a hell of a good beer.
And there is vanilla, there is chocolate, there is like everything that you expect in a bourbon stout. The molasses, the vanilla, the chocolate, like coffee, everything comes through on this.
And Snakes in a Barrel is much better than Snakes on a Plane.
Absolutely. Way better than Snakes on a Plane. I'd rather have Snakes in a Barrel than Snakes on a Plane. But this is delicious.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know you're drinking a very high alcohol beer, even though the alcohol is well hidden.
It's a sipper still.
It's
not a Coors Light.
You know this is a high alcohol beer.
Yeah. If you were to ask me, I'd probably say more like 8% as opposed to 13.
Right.
Because I mean, we drank some earlier night that were around 8, and I think we're kind of on par as far as the booziness and all that kind of stuff.
No, that one we did with Don. And if you don't know Don from Don's Beer Reviews, we did a 3-way video with him. You have to go check out his channel. I'll link it down below. We did an 8% alcohol beer. Not a clue it was 8%.
No.
This beer, you do know it's got some alcohol in it. Now, you don't notice that it's 13%. Wouldn't even notice that it's 8%. But you know it's got some alcohol in it.
You get a little bit in the mouth. You feel a tiny burn. Yeah.
You know you're drinking that. And this is a beer that would be great to share with friends. A nice evening sipper. I mean, you'd sip this all night. You wouldn't chug this by yourself.
No, this is takey bit. I mean, this is a sipper for sure.
And so, Rare Beer Club is roughly...
Let me ask you this, though. It saes thick coffee hints. What do you think?
I do get some coffee. I don't think I get thick.
You get a bit of coffee. God damn, this sounds like breaking into my fucking Philly accent. You get a bit of coffee. I honestly think the molasses is probably more dominant than the coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. Molasses is way more dominant than coffee. But you do get some coffee.
Which to me is magnificent. I love molasses. And I honestly don't think you see it enough in dark beers. You should.
No, not at all. So now, the Rare Beer Club, it's roughly $20 a bottle. And it should say, somewhere usually here it says how much you could buy.
Oh, additional ones?
Yeah, price per bottle. Additionally, I could buy another one of these for $20.50. Would you pay $20.50 for this bottle?
Yeah, I paid $20 for worse beers.
Absolutely.
100%. I'd buy this again.
So then the next question is, on my channel, on your channel, you do thumbs up, thumbs down, and on my channel, I do horns up, let it play, or big skip. I'm going to give it a big horns up. This is delicious.
100%.
What would you give it? Big horns up?
Yeah, 100%.
So 2 big horns up for this beer. Rare Beer Club, you've chosen another winner here. West Sixth Brewing out of Lexington, Kentucky. Excellent beer. I hope you all think this is an excellent video. If you do, let me know down below. Did you enjoy me having my special guest here, Beer Day with TK, on the channel? Let me know down below. If you've never checked his channel out, I'll post a link down below. You can go check his channel out. And you know, I always talk about this, and it's always an adventure. So as always, embrace the adventure.